We're talking about properties of rational exponents, and we want to use properties of rational exponents to simplify expressions with rational exponents. So simplify the expression, and the answer should be in positive exponents when you get done. The first thing I want to do is I want to rewrite the fraction with the negative in the numerator, and I want to try to reduce my coefficient. So in this case, we have 4 over 3. I can't reduce those at all, so I'm just going to put the negative out front, and then 4 over 3. I can't do anything with those. The next thing I'm going to do is rewrite all of the exponents to make sure that they're positive. So x to the negative 2, I can write that in the denominator as x squared because of the negative exponent rule. Y to the 4th, that stays in the numerator. The negative, or the 3 is already there. The x stays in the denominator, and y to the negative 3 gets moved to the numerator as positive because of the negative exponent. Now at this point, we have products of powers, so we have the same base joined by multiplication, so we can add the exponents. So we still get the negative out front, 4 divided by 3, and then we have y to the 4th plus 3 and x squared plus 1. That's the product of powers right there. So 4y, 3 plus 4 is 7, over 3x to the 3rd. The next one we have is we have 4u to the 0, v to the 4th, and then we have u to the 3rd, v to the 0. So anytime I want to use the 0 exponent, which means anything to the 0 power is automatically 1. So I'm just going to rewrite that fraction. So then the 4 stays in the numerator. U to the 0 power is 1. And then v to the 4th. Then we have u to the 3rd in the denominator. V to the 0 is 1. And then we can rewrite what we have. So 4 times 1 is 4. V to the 4th divided by u to the 3rd. Here we have 3x to the 4th, y to the 4th, 3x to negative 2, y to the 0. So I'm going to rewrite this expression, or this fraction, to make sure that I first cancel my coefficients. So 3 divided by 3. These are both divisible by 3, and anytime 3 divided by 3, that's equal to 1. So I don't have to write down a coefficient in front of the numerator or the denominator because the 3's cancel each other out. So now I'm going to write all of my variables as positive. So I have x to the 4th, y to the 4th, and then we have x to the negative 2, so I'm going to use the negative exponent to move it to the numerator, x squared, and then we have y to the 0, that's the 0 exponent, so that's going to be 1. Anytime we divide by 1, we don't need to write that down, and so it becomes, we have x to the 4th plus 2. That is the product of powers because we have the multiplication here and the multiplication here. So really we're saying x to the 4th times x squared. And then we're saying times y to the 4th. So that's equal to x to the 6th, y to the 4th.